Hi, my name's Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel. And I realised I haven't done a harvest video for this month, so we're doing a harvest today, so I'll quickly do it. And I'm pretty pleased actually. We're sort of heading into the hunger gap, so it's always a bit of a challenge to manage those transitions, especially for all the things that are going to seed. And the brassicas are the obvious case there. It's always trying to get the cabbages ready before the kale's finished, type of thing. And yeah, it's always a little bit tricky, but I'll show you around, show you what we're doing. So on Jennie's plot, we've got quite a lot of stuff to pick. Almost all the sprouts are finished, but we're leaving some of the sprouts that are still on the stems. There's not very many of them, maybe 50 or 60, something like that. We're leaving those to go to seed because you get a most incredible baby sprout leaves on the stems of the seed. I'll see if I can show you some of those. And they're just absolutely delicious in the smoothie mixes and lightly steamed as well. I mean, I'm a big fan of sprout leaves in general, so you know, any way of getting sprout leaves is good for me. The kales obviously are not looking great now. The ones behind me in the polytunnel are definitely the best. But there's a few little bits of kale on Jennie's plot, and then we've got the Hungry Gap kale and the 1,000 head kale, and they're still pretty good. They're throwing off some lovely seed heads. And there's still some pretty good leaves there, so what else have we got? We've got obviously the purple sprouting broccoli. That's really coming into season now. We've got quite a lot of that on Jennie's plot and on Debbie's plot. And the field beans, wow, this is the season really for field beans. And we've got a fair amount of spinach, but really the field beans are fantastic. We'll be harvesting a lot of those. And if you're doing the field beans like me, where you're always harvesting the new shoots, you never let the plants grow much bigger than 6 inches, and you're always just harvesting those shoots, it's important to keep on top of them because you know the plants are growing faster and faster and throwing those shoots up really quickly. I always like to just try and keep the plants, you know, nice and small, and you know, never let them grow to maturity. And rhubarb, that's doing really nicely on Jen's plot, and that's pretty much it. And then on Debbie's plot, we've got some perennial kale, picking some little bits of that, some salad rocket that's going in the smoothie mixes, and loads of purple sprouting broccoli. And then on my plot, we've got loads and loads of things, all sorts of different things. So we've got some baby carrots, we've got spinach, two different types of spinach actually. We've got Medania in the polytunnel, which actually hasn't done amazingly well this year, and then we've got red kitten outside under low tunnels, and that's done really nicely, and some in a cold frame as well. We've got loads of different salads. We've got salads that have been overwintering, like the Grenoble Red, mainly outside, but we've also got some really nice Roxy outside, and we've got some, what else have we got? Freckles, yeah, and that's sort of coming to its end now, but still some nice leaves off the freckles. And then in the polytunnel, we've got this bed that's just next to me here, and this is coming on really nicely. This one I planted out at the beginning of February with plants that I'd sown at the beginning of January, and yeah, they're just about ready for harvest now, so I'll probably take my first pick off those. And that's really nice, getting that sort of unanticipated second crop in the polytunnel, because we do have lettuces in this bed, but you know, the lettuces planted in October sometimes last through and make it through the winter, and sometimes they don't. And I made the call here that I would just harvest all the sort of dregs of those lettuces and put new ones in, and it's definitely been worth it, because we're going to get a fantastic harvest off this bed from April into early May, and that's the time again when we're transitioning some of the other beds, so it just really helps to have these. Got some beautiful radishes, so this is our second succession of radish that I'm harvesting today from the polytunnel. The third succession is outside, fourth succession is under cloche. So you know, I just planted my 5th succession yesterday. So sorry, sowed my 5th succession yesterday. And yeah, the kales in here, these are looking really nice. Still really good quality leaves on those. And what else have we got? I think, oh, beetroot leaves. We overwintered some beetroot, and the quality of the leaves is really excellent. So we're picking those for smoothie mixes. We've got just the last little bits of winter radish. They're going to seed now. We grow those mainly for the leaves, and so we're going to try eating the seed heads from those, but we're also eating the leaves. We've got red ruble kale, that's looking really nice. Lots of chard. I've got some chard in containers. We've got some chard in cold frames, and also in one of the low tunnels. So yeah, a really nice mix of veg. We've got a few cabbages. We picked the last cauliflower of the overwintered batch that were outside last week. That was a good sized cauliflower. We've got quite a few cauliflowers down here in the polytunnel. We've got calabrese down here as well. So hopefully this calabrese will be ready as the purple sprouting broccoli starts to finish, and that'll provide a nice succession for us. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to get on with the harvest now, and I'll show you it as it's packed up and boxed and shipped out to all those needy people in this difficult time. We feed all of our local family, and so it's really nice to you know, Sundays is just kind of one of my favourite days really. As I said, we do all the harvest here. We don't wash here. That's not allowed anymore to wash on the allotment site. So we have to take it all home, wash it, pack it. But it's lovely to do that in the warm instead of in the cold here. So let's get on. So this is what we ended up with. Field beans. Lovely containers of chard. And then these are the brassica mixes. These are the mixes of purple sprouting broccoli and kale florets.
Sorry.
And these are brassica leaves. Just some of those. More brassica leaves. And then a few containers of spinach. And these are the smoothie mixes. We're always happy with the smoothie mixes. And then these are the salad mixes. We didn't grow the tomatoes or the grapes. Although we do obviously grow those in season. More salads at the back there. Just a bit of rhubarb. Some carrots from the store and some beetroot. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this quick video, and I forgot my microphone, so I'm sorry the audio was all messy and I couldn't film outside. Anyway, I'll just put up a few photos of the harvests from March.